Imagination is the most powerful resource we have. Get ready for fun, laughter, and the freedom to be whatever you want to be. Get ready for your Master Hypnotist and your Master of Ceremonies. Get ready to go under with Wunder. Put your hands together for your Master of Imagination, Edward Wunder.
All right, thank you. St. John High School, how you doing? Okay, now we got it. See, that's why the sound check needs to be done 2 different times. All right, let's try that. How's it sound out there? Hear me okay? All right, very good. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Edward Wunder. That really is my name. It's the one my dad gave me. I'm a board-certified hypnotist, certified instructor of the National Guild of Hypnotists. What does that mean? It means I know what I'm doing. All right, back in 2003, I became a hypnotist to help people improve their lives. Began researching this thing in 2001. Took me a year and a half to figure out who I wanted to train with, what kind of hypnosis I want to do, all that kind of stuff. 2004, somebody gives me a phone call and says, "Do you do stage hypnosis?" I said, "No, I'm a serious hypnotist." They hung up. A couple of weeks later, somebody else called up and said, "Do you do stage hypnosis?" I said, yes I do." And we started talking about it and put together a show for Waverly High School. And I found out I'm good at it and I enjoy doing it. And I've been doing stage shows since 2004, plus helping people improve their lives. So, what can you expect? I'm going to have to turn down that volume just a little bit more. Oh, that's what it is. Thank you. All right. So, you're a good man. You're a good man. People have been asking me what is it like. I've tried to give answers when I was over there. Hypnosis is not like what you see in Hollywood or on the pretend stuff on the internet, things like that. If you want to research hypnotism, I'll be totally honest with you, keep the family filter on, because there's a lot of garbage about hypnosis out there, okay? So if you're in web search hypnosis, keep the family filter on. Why I got into it was to help people. And so I did that research, got it all out of the way, doing it now. And what hypnosis is, the best way I could describe it to you, because I've been on stage for other hypnotists. If I knew the hypnotist was going to do a clean show, we'll talk about that in a little bit. And for me, yeah, okay, I'm hypnotized. Yeah, okay, fine. Do the skit, do the skit, do the skit. You know, this isn't much different than being in my normal waking state, but, you know, I'm a hypnotist, I'm hypnotized, sure I am. Okay, fine, okay, do the skit, do the skit, do the skit. I'm not sure if I'm hypnotized. Oh, do the skit with my eyes open. Okay, do the skit, do the skit, do the skit. And sleep. Oh, I'm hypnotized. Okay, it is, you go into and out of hypnosis dozens, if not hundreds of times a day. It's so natural, you don't even realize it. If you play video games, you go into hypnosis. That's all there is to it. If you get really involved in a sport, if you get really involved in a hobby, dance, music, things like that, and all of a sudden you realize, wait, when did the sun go down? Or why am I hungry? Oh my gosh, it's past supper, or whatever it might happen to be. That time distortion is an indication that you got into a natural hypnotic state. Here's an interesting distinguishment between the two. Hypnosis is natural. Hypnotism is the skill that will take you there on purpose, for a purpose. All right? Who here thinks they want to, well, let me say it this way. Who here is afraid that the hypnotist can make you do something? He just did. I cannot make you do anything in hypnosis you wouldn't normally do, but what I am doing, whether I'm working with a client or whether I'm doing entertainment, is I am helping you maximize your ability to do whatever you're able to do at the time. The people that come up front, I want you to think about your favorite actor or actress or comedian and realize that, well, Johnny Depp. Who among us thinks that at home he's acting like Captain Jack Sparrow? Okay, that's not a good example. But they take on a role, they take on a responsibility of acting as if. And that's what I want my volunteers to do on stage. I want you to act as if you're the best comedian or best actor or the best actress that you could imagine being. I want you to do it safely. I don't want you to hurt yourself or other people. I don't want to get my lawyer involved in this show, is pretty much what it amounts to. But I want you to have a lot of fun. One of the safety issues, even, who likes roller coasters? Okay, cool. I've got a fantastic roller coaster skit. I actually had to put it onto an audio file because it just rips my throat apart. Okay, I did my roller coaster skit at 2 post-proms back to back. I couldn't talk for a day and a half. I went, I'm making an audio file. That's all there is to it. Otherwise, the entire show is live for me, okay? But that roller coaster skit, I will get people just doing that, all that kind of stuff. All I ask you to do is to keep all 4 legs of the chair on the floor. Don't be doing any of this stuff, okay? Don't be scooting back, things like that. I have a skit where I have people playing 3D video games on their luxury charter jet. Last week, for the first time, I got a gal up there doing the Wii baseball. And I had fun with it. I said, just how crowded do you think this plane is that you can play Wii baseball? She said, I don't care, I'm having fun. Okay, so stay in your seat. When I want you out of your seat, we'll have skits where you're not seated. But otherwise, if I don't ask you to get out of your seat, stay in your seat. It's purely for safety reasons. Does that make sense? I'm not here as the star. This is the most time I'm going to spend up in front of people. I'm here as the director, and I'm here looking for the stars. The more time I spend to the side or in back of the chairs, the better the show is going. I want you all to look good, okay? Now, if we get more than the chair full, but people want to come up, you can sit in front. Is everybody going to go into hypnosis that's up here? Probably not. It's not a big deal if you don't. You could go to another hypnosis show, go into a nice medium state of hypnosis, and just be the rockin' star of the show. We'll move that again, okay? So don't take this one single experience as, can I be hypnotized or not? Stage show environments will change. If your friends made you come up on stage and you don't want to be here, you're not going to go into hypnosis. Plain and simple, okay? If somebody might bump into you, you might come out of hypnosis, you can go back into hypnosis again. It's your hypnotic state, not mine. Create it the way that you want it to be. Does that pretty much answer any questions? Any additional questions from anybody? A heightened state of imagination, intense daydreaming. That's what you can expect. You'll be totally aware of everything going on around you. You should remember this show as well as any other entertainment experience you've ever had. Now, everybody's going to hear the same induction, whether you're seated out in the audience or you're seated up here as a volunteer. Why doesn't everybody go into hypnosis? Well, most of you in the audience aren't intending to go into hypnosis. Most of the people up on stage are intending to go into hypnosis. That's the only difference. There might be somebody that goes in hypnosis in the audience. She's in hypnosis. Watch this. After the show, you're going to take your shoes off, and you're going to wear them like bunny ears, and you're going to hop to the top. And you know what your friend is going to do? Your friend is going to realize they've got an idiot for a friend. Because they're totally aware of everything going around, and they might take a suggestion from the hypnotist to be silly in the show. But they're not going to take a suggestion from you to be silly in the show. If this was mind control, if I could make people do things, I could charge 5 times as much for post-prom shows because I'd have you all doing your homework, all cleaning your room, all helping with dishes. It's not mind control. I can't make you do anything. Does that make sense? I will ask you to come up and have a lot of fun. Okay? Come on up if you want to be in the show. That's all I ask. Come on up if you want to be in the show. I'm going to play with my volume just a little bit more. There we go. All right, we got room for at least one. We got room for at least one. If you want to have fun, come on up. That's the only criteria. Okay? If you came up, give a big round of applause. Okay, there you go. If you brought your cell phone up, go ahead and give it to a friend in the audience. Please turn off your ringers if you're in the audience. The people in the audience, during the show, I want you laughing, I want you applauding. The only thing I ask you to do is to not name somebody by name. All right, this is usually a group experience. Not that I won't have single and duos and trios doing skits, but this is about everybody having fun up here. Does that make sense? If you don't go into hypnosis, what I'm going to ask you to do is to wait, get my attention, let me look for a couple of things that will tell me if you're in a semi-hypnotic state or not. But if I nod to you or if I come up and give you your hand, shake your hand, go on back, don't take it personally. You just don't get into hypnosis this time. You go to another hypnosis show, like I said, you could go very deeply and have a lot of fun. All right? I'm going to move people around a little bit if I could, please. Could you stand up for me, please? And could you stand up? I want you two change places. And if you could stand up for me, please. And if you would stand up for me, please. Why don't you two change places? Very good. Would you stand up for me, please? And you stand up for me. And switch places. That's cool. Also, people ask, do they really go into hypnosis? Well, that is the idea, okay? You're going to go into one of three states of hypnosis. Either a light state of hypnosis, which if you just get bumped, you could come out. Well, you can go back into that light state of hypnosis too, okay? It's just one of these up and down things. In fact, if you're in a light state of hypnosis, much like sleep, you're going to come out, go back in, come out, go back in, like that, okay? You also might go into a very deep state of hypnosis, which if I'm working with you as a client to help you improve your life is wonderful. But you're also probably going to be very lethargic and not move very much. I had plans for this guy. I mean, before the show, he was excited, he was happy. He was one of those, 260-pound linemen. And I had him at the end of the row, and I was going to use him as an anchor for one of the effects I like and all that. And we did all that, except when it came time to be active, he just sat there. And every once in a while, he'd do this. After the show, he told me what a great time he had, how wonderful the show was. He was partying and rocking in his head. I want you to make gestures. I want you to move. Because if all you're doing is this, it's not much fun for the rest of the people. Does that make sense? There, no, not you. Also, if you're in hypnosis, you're highly suggestible. You're not helpless, but you're highly suggestible. And so if you give yourself your own self-talk of going, I don't think I'm in hypnosis. I don't think I'm in hypnosis. I'm not in hypnosis. I'm not hypnotized. Well, yeah, you're suggestible and you gave yourself suggestions. You're not in hypnosis. Don't do that part. Go, so this is what hypnosis feels like. This is cool. I get to be creative. I get to have fun. And I get to go deeper into hypnosis. And when he pulls on his tie, I'm going to go back into hypnosis. Oh, this is going to be so much fun. Oh, we're on a plane ride. Give yourself the positive self-talk that you are in hypnosis and you're going to have a good time. Does that make sense? Okay, cool. If you would please sit with your feet flat on the ground. I'm going to play with my sound one more time. In the audience, if for a little bit you would be quiet, I'd appreciate it. But like I said, when it comes time to laugh and applaud, do that as enthusiastically as you possibly can. Hands in your lap and not hold it. If you don't go into hypnosis, don't worry about it. Just get my attention. Let me nod you off stage. That's all I ask, okay? If somebody leans against you, let them, okay? They're not going to do anything bad to you, okay? We've got fathers and mothers out there to make sure of that, all right? So if somebody leans against you, let them. If you lean against somebody, let them. Don't be what hypnotists call a floppy bunny. Stay in your chair, okay? I mean, if you become a floppy bunny and you go on the floor, guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to let you stay on the floor. And we're going to make fun of you. Because that way people will laugh and applaud, okay? So stay in your chair. Also, people in this audience have some kind of fascination of, can you make somebody pee their pants? I have never done that in my entire time as doing skits. But yeah, I probably could. But anyway, none of the skits I have in mind are intended to be embarrassing in any way. No questions about family, no questions about boyfriends, girlfriends, about you. I don't care what underwear you're wearing or anything like that at all. Yeah, I don't care. I don't. But you two are going to be great. That's fantastic. If you would please take a deep, comfortable breath of air in. Hold it for just a bit. Let me turn my volume down. Let it out and relax. From now on, focus on my voice. And if you can see me, focus right up here on my forehead. Nothing mystical about that spot. It just gives you a place to focus. Take another comfortable breath of air in. Hold it. Let it out and relax even more. Know that I'm here to have you have a good time. Take a comfortable breath of air in. Hold it. Let it out and relax even more. Excellent. One more comfortable breath of air in. Hold it. Allow your eyes to close and exhale. And begin going into a deep, focused state of subconscious awareness that we call hypnosis. You will be aware of everything going on around you at all times. You will be in full control of anything you do or don't do. I just want you to use that control to have a lot of fun tonight. That's all I ask. Everybody who stays in hypnosis stays on stage at the end of my show. I give you some positive suggestions to help you improve your life on your own terms. Take a deep, comfortable breath of air in. Hold it. And let it out and relax twice as much as you already were. And if somebody is leaning against you, allow them to do it, but you have the full ability to sit up straight. You have the full ability to sit up straight and remain deeply in hypnosis. That's right. Very good. Bring your attention to your eyelids if you would. Don't do anything else. Just bring your attention to your eyelids. And if you would, please allow those eyelids to become loose, limp, and relaxed. So loose, limp, and relaxed that they simply won't open. Don't get me wrong. If you had to open your eyes, you can. During the show, I'll have you open your eyes. But for right now, create the as if. You simply cannot open your eyes. And in a moment, I'm going to count to 3, and I'm going to have you check your eyes to see that they remain closed. 1, 2, 3. Brief but honest check. Good. Stop checking and go even more deeply focused and relax. And allow yourself to take this relaxation to the top of your head. Really allow the top of your head to relax. And in a moment, I'm going to have you release this relaxation while you sit upright in your chair. I'm going to have you let it go down, through, and over your body like a warm, gentle shower. 1, 2, 3. Release it, head, neck, and shoulders. And let it flow down your spine. Let it flow down your shoulders all the way down to your hands, your thumbs, your fingers, all the way to their tips. Let this deepening hypnotic focus and relaxation go even down your spine, down through your ribs, rolling down through your abdomen, your tummy, deeper and deeper relaxed, just sitting upright. That's all I ask. Deeper, more focused, relaxed. Let it flow from your hands to your legs, your hips to your legs. Let it go all the way down your legs, even to the very soles of your feet. And I want you to think about your favorite actor or actress or comedian, and think about how much fun they have being creative in the roles that they play. When they go home, they're the normal father or brother or uncle or whoever else they might be. But when they get to act, when they get to be on stage, they have a lot of fun. I want you to internalize your favorite actor or actress right now and what he or she could do having fun tonight. In fact, that's what I want you to become now, if you would. Become an actor, actress, or comedian. None of the skits that I have in mind are about you. They're about situations that you can have fun in as somebody else entirely. That's right. Bring this deepening hypnotic focus and relaxation back to your eyelids one more time. Really allow your eyelids to relax. And this time when I count to 3, I'm going to have you try to open your eyes. You're going to find that you can't. In fact, the harder you try to open your eyes, the deeper you'll go, the deeper you go, the harder you can try to open your eyes. And now you'll really begin to realize, yes, I am in hypnosis, but I'm still fully in control. It's both and it's a lot of fun. 1, 2, 3, try to open, but you can't. Try harder, 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 harder. Good. Stop trying. Stop trying and go even more deeply focused and relaxed. A couple of you did have your eyes pop open. That's fine. You just took them beyond that stress point. If you want to close your eyes, you can do so and immediately recapture that deepening state of hypnosis. It's totally up to you. It's totally up to you. That's right. That's right. Deeper, more focused, relaxed. Take that relaxation to the top of your head. Again, let it take you 10 times deeper as you release it. 1, 2, 3. Release it. Head, neck, and shoulders. All the way down your body. Hands to your thighs. Hips to your legs. Deeper, more focused, relaxed. All the way down. Deeper and deeper relaxed. Every cell, muscle, and fiber of your being. Taking you even more deeply into hypnosis. I'm checking the audience. Did anybody have a friend go into hypnosis? I don't see anybody offhand, but I am checking. Very good. Very good. I think I'm just going to leave it like that. Go ahead and sit upright if you would, remaining deeply in hypnosis. Go ahead and sit upright if you would, deeply in hypnosis. Seated upright. What I would like you to do is to imagine, you're looking good, you want to stay on stage or do you want to go back into the audience? You're right. 1, 2, 3, and sleep. Just like that. Just like that. And sleep deeper. Just like that. Very good. It's usually the kids I have trouble with. Well, it was perfect. Yeah, imagine, if you would, that you're on a charter luxury flight. Go ahead and sit upright with your eyes closed. Sit upright with your eyes closed. But imagine you're on a luxury charter flight, and we are going to take you to a fantastic resort island where you're going to have a fantastic time. You're going to be on a white sand beach. There are probably stars and singers and people that are famous walking around that beach. You might be able to meet some of them. You're going to go on the world's tallest roller coaster, and you're going to be able to entertain other people rocking out and having a great time. But first we have to get you there. Have it be as if we've driven you to Kansas City in limousines. Driven you to Kansas City in limousines, and we take you directly to that luxury 747 charter jet. Just for you guys. And we get on, and you're seated in first class, and oh, it feels and looks good. You're having a great time. But you know that safety check that we go through, that chief purser's new and nervous, if you could help that chief cursor out, if you could point to those emergency exits in front, if you could point with the person to the emergency exits in front. Go ahead and point. You can move while you're in hypnosis. That's right. You can move while you're in hypnosis. Safety exits in the front. And of course, over each of the wings. Go ahead and gently point over each of the wings. That's right. And of course, the safety exit at the back. Go ahead and point at the safety exit in the back. That's right. Very, very good. Very good. And we are starting to taxi. We are starting to taxi. And you feel that thump, 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 thump as we go down the runway. And we get to have a rolling taxi takeoff, ladies and gentlemen. Rolling taxi takeoff. And we're starting to pick up speed and pick up speed and pick up speed and pick up speed. And we're going 90 knots, 100 knots, 105 knots, 115 knots, 120. That front wheel goes off the ground. You feel that? And then the back wheels go off the ground. And we are flying. We are flying. That's right. You're safely buckled. You are safely buckled. That's right. That's right. And we are banking. We're banking to the left. We're banking to the left. We're banking to the left. And in your own mind, we're either going over the KU Stadium or the KSC Stadium. I don't care which. That's right. The marching band is down there. The marching band is down there. And they are spelling out. They are spelling out. Have fun. Have fun. Wave to the marching band. Wave to the marching band. All of this happens for you. All right, we're leveling out. We're leveling out at 35,000 feet. We're leveling out at 35,000 feet. We're leveling out. And with your eyes still closed, still doing this in your imagination, but that steward is coming down the aisle. And deeper, more forward. The steward is coming down the aisle. And if you'd like to have a beverage and some snacks, go ahead and hold out your hand. If you'd like to have beverage, you choose it up. Beverage and snacks, beverage and snacks. Go and have some. Sit upright. There you go. Beverage and snacks, beverage and snacks. That is a bag of peanuts. They've got peanuts and pretzels. Open it up. This is luxury. There are 3 pretzels and 2 peanuts. What is up with that? Get that steward's attention. Get that steward's attention. Get that. Oh, you're right. Here's a little bit more. Here's a little bit more. I'm so sorry. But the company did not arrive. The company did not arrive. We're having to go with what's left over. But you do have your beverage. Whatever your beverage that you wanted, you are underage. It's either a soda pop or a fruit beverage or whatever. But go ahead and open that up. Go ahead and open that up. That right. All over your face. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. What is going on here? Oh my, get that steward's attention. Get that steward's attention. Oh man. A warm cup. A warm cup. Warm cup. Go ahead and get that one. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Here you go. Have it. There you go. Get yourself cleaned up. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Oh my goodness. Just put it in the pocket in front. Go ahead and put it in the pocket in front. That's right. Oh my goodness. I just might keep them on the plane. This is so much fun. Hey, in that console in front of you, your favorite PlayStation or Xbox controller, go ahead and reach out and pull that out. And 3D goggles. 3D goggles. Put those 3D goggles on. Put those 3D goggles on. That's right. Virtual reality. Pick out from the menu your favorite game. Pick the difficulty level that you want. That's right. Go ahead that game. Go ahead. You are racking up scores. You are racking up scores. You are racking up scores. If I put my hand on your shoulder, I'm talking to you. What game are you playing?
Bowling.
Bowling. How you doing?
Bad.
Oh, no. But you're here to have fun, right?
Yes.
I bet if you just change it just a little bit that way, I bet your score gets better.
Do the right?
Yeah, do the right thing. Okay, very good. All right, all right. What are you playing? What are you playing?
GTA 5.
What?
GTA 5.
GTA. Oh, dear Lord. You are hardcore, aren't you? What are you driving?
Good question.
Yeah, what are you driving?
I'm
A big
driving.
old 4x4, a sports
I'm
car,
not
drifter?
driving.
You're not driving. Oh, you're working the street, aren't you? Oh. Not working the street that way. I apologize. I apologize. My bad choice of words. Who else wants to talk about their game? Hold your hand up if you want. What are you playing? What are you playing?
Call of Duty.
Call of Duty. Oh, what is the weapon you've got right now?
A big machine gun.
Yeah. And how you doing?
Awesome.
You realize, I'll be right down there, sir. He's playing Call of Duty too. And if I see the screen in front of him, I think he's coming up behind you. You be careful. You be careful. All right. First I'm touching on the shoulder right now. What are you playing?
Mario Kart.
Mario Kart. What is your favorite upgrade? What's your favorite upgrade? You like them all. Very good. Sir, what are you playing?
Star Wars.
Star Wars! Dark side, or are you one of the good guys?
I'm the Darth Vader.
Yeah. What are you going to do with those relics? Yeah. You rewrite the ending there. What are you playing?
Bowling.
And is it getting any better? Oh, no, I'm sorry. Tell you what, go ahead and put your controllers back. Give them a big round of applause. My volunteers on stage, every time you hear applause, it's for you. It takes you deeper into hypnosis, makes you even more creative. That applause is always for you. Give them even more applause. All right. Hey, we've got movies coming on. They're still 3D. They're still 3D. I'm going to just come behind you really quick. Give me your number. When I touch your shoulder, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. People that I gave number 1 to, you're going to be watching an animated comedy. It's classic. It's those two sneaky mice and that poor stupid cat. Can number 1 say stupid cat? Stupid cat. That's right. That poor stupid cat. Say it again. Stupid cat. That's right. He is out there in the sun, and those two mice are in their mousy hole, and you start to see they have got a diagram on 3 of those walls, starting from the left, look over there to the left, all the way around to in front of you, all the way to the right of all the nasty things they're going to do to that cat after they tie a rope around that poor cat's tail. Number 2, you are watching the premiere in 3D new zombie movie from Japan. A zombie movie from Japan in Japanese, in 3D, with subtitles underneath. But every time you hear me say the word zombie, it gets closer and closer and gorier, and it's in smell-o-vision. That's right. Let the movies begin. Give a big round of applause. Let the movies begin. You're watching that comedy. It gets funnier and funnier. Number 1, it gets funnier and funnier. Those two mice are a couple of cut-ups, and they are gonna do nasty, nasty things to that poor stupid cat. Say it with me. Stupid cat. Zombie. Right. Oh my goodness. Oh, here comes the mice. The one is tying the rope around the other one's tail. The cat's, and there it goes, and no, there it goes, oh no, zombie. Oh no, oh, the little Japanese schoolgirls are running and running and running and throwing rice balls at these zombies. And it's not having any effect. Oh no. And that poor stupid cat is being torn through the house. Piano keys are flying everywhere. It's so silly. No. Zombie. Number ones, you're watching the zombie movie. Number two, you're watching the comedy. Number two, you're watching the comedy. Number one, you're watching zombies. Oh, but the cat, that poor cat flying through the air. Do you see the cat flying through the air? And just above the pool, that bulldog is standing with the fishing net waiting for that poor stupid cat. Number two, tell me about that stupid cat. Stupid cat. Zombie. All right, let's go ahead. Give him a big round of applause. One chair, just like that. Very, very good. If you would all please remain in hypnosis, but open your eyes. Remain in hypnosis, but open your eyes. You can do that. Go ahead and look at me. Right up here. Look at me right up here. Go ahead and fully open your eyes, sir. Go ahead and fully open your eyes. And look right up here. Stay in hypnosis. Anytime for the duration of the show only and only me. When I want to take you back into hypnosis even deeper than before, all I have to do is say 1, 2, 3, sleep, and tug on my tongue. 1, 2, 3, and tell you what we're going to do. When I say and sleep, I want you all to gently lean this way, except for you. 1, 2, 3, and sleep. Give them a big round of applause. Go ahead and sit upright. 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 Go ahead and take your nose out of her back and sit upright. Oh, you knew who I was talking about, didn't you? Go ahead and sit upright if you would please. I wish you could have seen what I was seeing. Look at me. Open your eyes. Remaining in hypnosis. Remaining in hypnosis. And sleep deeper. More focus. God bless you. And sleep. You're being wonderful. You're being wonderful. Go ahead and sit upright, but from now on, anytime I do that, hey, we are getting ready to go ahead and land on this beautiful South Pacific island. Go ahead and put your game consoles back, take off your 3D goggles. Go ahead and make sure that your seat belts are seat belted, your chairs are in the upright position, your trays are folded up. Aren't these kids great? That's wonderful. And we're coming down for a landing, we're coming down for a landing, we're coming down for a landing, and there we go. And we're doing that little coasting thing, and then the brakes kick in, and you're like, very good, very good. And we're pulling up into the deboarding area, and they open that door, you file out, and you're escorted in one of two directions. Ladies, you get to go to the right. Gentlemen, you get to go to the left. And there are handsome, hunky, suntan men giving the ladies legs to crown the men. That's right, gentlemen, you have beautiful, beautiful bikini flat girls kiss on the cheek. Oh. Oh. And you are taken to these wonderful little 6-passenger golf carts that take you across the airport. You don't have to worry about baggage. You don't have to worry about anything. You're given a tour of this wonderful, everything included luxury resort. Your baggage, when you finally get to your room, is already in your room. And if you would please, pantomime only, pantomime, just getting freshened up from that flight. Pantomime, getting freshened up from that flight, and go ahead and get your swimsuit, your swim trunks, whatever, out of your luggage, because we're going to go down to the beach. And again, in pantomime, go ahead and get your swimsuit on. That's right. Oh, yeah. Check this out. That's right. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. You know, you really should put on suntan lotion 15 minutes before you go out in the sun. And I know your good hands are in spring. Go ahead, and again, in pantomime, go ahead and put that suntan lotion on. Go ahead and put that suntan lotion on. That's right. That's right. Get that suntan lotion on. Get that little part right at your neck. Don't miss that part. Right? Yeah, that's right. That's right. And one of the most uncomfortable things you can ever have is having a sunburn between your toes. Make sure you get that lotion between your toes. That's right. I've never done that before, have I? No, that's new tonight. That's right. Very good. Let's go out onto the beach. Let's go out onto the beach. They've got the lawn chairs lined up. They've got the umbrellas. They already have a cooler that has lemonade and fruit juices, exotic fruit juices that are native. And it's ice cold. Go ahead and pour yourself a glass. If you want to combine fruit juices, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Oh yeah, coconut, sprinkles of coconut. Oh yeah, cinnamon, nutmeg, fresh bananas. Oh yeah. Oh, and take a taste of what you made. It's delicious. It is delicious. That's right. Go ahead and sit up straight if you would please. That's right. Oh, and that breeze coming off the ocean, coming off that bay, feel that cooling breeze. It's like 95 with that breeze. Oh, just think, there are people getting out into the fields while you are out here. It's probably 50 degrees back home. Oh, yeah. Oh. Look over to your right. Look over to your right. One of your favorite stars is coming down the beach. That's right. Strike a pose. Strike a pose. Oh, that's right. That's right. Oh, we're going to have fun. We're going to have fun. First man touching on the shoulder right now, why don't you go ahead and stand up? Why don't you go ahead and stand up? Who is coming down the beach?
Adam Sandler.
Adam. Is that man a gifted comedian or what?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. What has been your favorite role that Adam Sandler's been in?
Billy Madison.
Billy Madison, absolutely. What kind of swimsuits is he wearing today?
He's like puppies with horses.
That sounds like Sandler. That sounds. And you know, I've never seen him this tan before. You?
Yeah, he's like dark.
Darn, it's amazing. And Bill, he's been working out. Check that out. Check that out.
Oh my gosh.
Check that out. Darn right. He catches your eye. He smiles at you. He's coming on over. Yeah, look confident. Look confident. That's right. Dude, how are you doing?
Pretty confident.
Yeah, that's right. Hey, are you with that group of kids from Kansas?
Yeah.
You know, we heard about you all coming on here. You're going to be performing for us later on.
Really?
Yeah. And listen, my agent is coming out here for a couple of days with his girlfriend. And you know, if we see something you like, we're always looking for new talent.
Good.
Would you be interested if we could hook you up and if your parents would allow?
Yeah, they would.
If they would. Listen, I gotta go, but we'll see you later tonight, all right?
Okay, I'll do
Give him a big round of applause. And go ahead and sit. Okay, ignore that. Oh, no, let's not. Let's let it keep on rocking. Who else sees somebody coming down? That's right. Go ahead and stand up. Go ahead and stand up, if you would please. Who do you see coming down? He is one specimen of man. What's been your favorite Channing Tatum movie? And what has been your favorite? I mean, if you could rewind, what is your favorite part of that time? You like Prom?
I'm sexy and I know it.
Oh yeah. What kind of swimsuit is he wearing? Yeah. And is he sexy? Do you know that? Oh yeah. Go ahead and have a seat. Go ahead and have a seat. Give her a big round of applause. There you go. I think we got time for one more. Who else has one of their favorite stars coming down? Who else? All right, you right here. Go ahead and stand up if you would please. Look over to your right. Who's coming down the beach? Zach. Zach is coming down here? Did you know Zach is different? I think he's got something. This could be serious. Zach is here. And you're here. And you're here and Zach's here.
I'm sexy.
And you're here and Zach's here. And you're here together. This could be serious. What's that wearing? Swim trunk. What color? Swim trunk. You're looking good. He hasn't seen you yet. I think you should strike a pose and get Zach's. No, strike a pose. Come on. Come on. Before we get Zach's attention. There you go. Is Zach in the audience? Zach in the audience? Zach upstage? I don't know. Okay, very good. Go ahead and have a seat. Go ahead and have a seat right there. All right, everybody. That was great. Hey, we got to go back in. Go ahead and get yourself, if you want to pour yourself one more glass, go ahead and pour yourself one more glass. Let's go back up. Let's go back up. That's right. Dear Lord, it's somewhere in one of these pockets.
I'm sexy and I know it.
There you go. All right. All right. Let's ignore this music for a little bit because somewhere in one of my pockets, I've got a remote that I'm not finding. You know, if I keep this up, you're going to have to get a sound man. I don't know. I've only got so many pockets. Did anybody see a white remote fall out of my pocket? But I didn't notice. There we go. I got it. I got it. All right, let's go back up to the room. Get yourself into your casual walk-around clothes because we're going to go over to that amusement park. We're going to go over to that amusement park. That's right. Hey, if everybody would sit up straight, please. If everybody would sit up straight. If everybody. Everybody. There we go. Would sit up straight. Who here, raise your hands, likes roller coasters? Raise your hand. Who loves roller coasters? Okay, who's afraid of roller coasters? Put your hands down if you, okay. Those people who are afraid of roller coasters, as in you do not want to go on a roller coaster, you don't have to. All right, and it says so in this skit. This is the skit I told you all about before, where it just rips my throat apart, so I have made an audio file. You're going to hear a slight difference in my voice, but I'm still here with you. If you don't like roller coasters, you get to wait for the people. If you like roller coasters, you are going to love this. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead. We're going to go to that amusement park that I told you about earlier. That's right. You are going to ride the world's tallest roller coaster. It's called the 8th Wonder of the World. That's right. It's my roller coaster, Wunder. And we're going to go on that roller coaster. What makes this so special is it is the world's tallest roller coaster. A multi-gazillionaire went and built this. He wanted the world's tallest, most structurally sound roller coaster. It is 2,500 feet in the air. At its tallest point, you're going to reach speeds of over 120 miles an hour. This is going to be the most awesome ride you've ever experienced. Let's go ahead and get in line. Those of you who want to be at the front, you're at the front. Those at the back, at the back. Those in the middle, it doesn't matter. It's your roller coaster ride. And for your friends who didn't want to go on the roller coaster ride, you just step across the other line and you go ahead and wait on the other side for your friends to come back. Oh gosh, I do hope your friends come back. That's right. And so now, go ahead, if you would please bring your safety buckles down over you. Please get them secured safely in place. Go ahead and bring that over your shoulders and down and get them in there, click, just like that. That's right. And now they're going through the safety instructions, how you're not supposed to put your hands outside the car and all that kind of stuff. We know better. We're going to have fun. Our hands are going to go flying in the air. We're going to be screaming and yelling. It's going to be great. And so now here we go. The final safety checks are done. Everybody is secure. Your friends are over there waiting for you to come back. Go ahead, and here we go. Click, bumpty, bumpty, bump, and here we go. Clickety, 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 click, upwards and upwards. Yes, that's right. 2,500 feet in the air. This is the world's tallest roller coaster. This is the 8th Wonder of the world. We're going up and up and up. That's right, Wunder, W-U-N-D-E-R. We are going up and up. This is 2,500 feet in the air. You are now at a 45-degree angle with your chairs. Stay in place at all times. Be safe at all times. We are going up 2,500 feet in the air. We're about 500 feet up now. Go ahead, wave to your friends down there. Wave to your friends. There they are. Go ahead and wave back to your friends up on the roller coaster. Go ahead and wave to your friends on the roller coaster. That's right. And here we go. Up, 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 up. We're now 1,500 feet, 1,750 feet. In fact, there are birds flying underneath you. That's how high we are. That's right. There are birds flying underneath you. And we're going up 2,022.50, and we're getting near the top. We're getting near the top. Clickety, 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 click, and we're hanging, and we're hanging, and we're hanging, and... Down. We go over those rumble strips. Boomity, 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 boom. Boomity, 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 boom. That's right. Here we go. Boomity, 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 boom. Boomity, boomity, boom. Now we go up. We're going up the second rise. Clickety, clickety, click. We're only going up 1,500 feet this time. That's right. Here are the birds flying next to you here. They're looking at you. You're looking at them. Wave to the little birdies. Wave to the little birdies. That's right. And down. Oh, it's just great. And here we come to the end. Bumpity, bumpity, bump, bumpity, bumpity, bump. And one more loop-de-loop, loop-de-loop. And now here we come. Oh, here we come to the end. Clickety, 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 clip, and boom. There we are. At the end of the 8th wonder of the world. That's right. Go ahead. Your friends are there. Smile and wave to your friends. They wave back. You made it. Go ahead and unbuckle yourselves and get out on the right-hand side in your mind. That's right. Get out on the right-hand side. Give them a big round of applause. What was that like for you? Amazing. I'm going to give you an extra special gift right here. Are you listening to me? Yeah. I want you to have at least this much fun on every other roller coaster you ever go on for the rest of your life. This is the minimum amount of fun you'll ever have on a roller coaster. Does that sound good? Give a big round of applause. Give all the and you all go back to the room and get ready for the evening. Person I'm touching on the shoulder right now, why don't you open your eyes? What's that out there? It's a bell, isn't it? A cowbell, right? Yeah. This is a very special cowbell. It's a hypnotic cowbell. Way over, dude! And as soon as I snap my finger, you're going to have no idea what this is. But every time I ask you what this is, you're going to give me a serious answer that's funny. And every time I ask you, it's going to get to be a more and more and more absurd answer. I want you to be creative. I want you to be clean. I want you to be creative. Because when I say 3, you're going to have no idea what this is until I ask you what it is, and you're just going to give me some kind of weird answer. 1, 2, 3. It's a dog. It's a dog. Hold the puppy. Hold the puppy. What's the puppy's name? Rover. Rover. Everybody say hi, Rover. That's right. That's right. Oh, look at him. Hold him out again. That's where you got to go. What spot on your shirt, dude? Rover. Oh! And sleep. Give him a big round of applause. Y'all get the impression I like this job? Person I'm touching on the shoulder right now, open your eyes. You know what this is? It's a spoon. But guess what? When I snap my fingers, you're going to have no idea what it is. But if I ever ask you what it is, you're going to come up with weirder and weirder and weirder answers. And you're always going to know that whatever answer you give, whatever this is, it needs something else. But you don't know that. But it's sooner or later in this show, we're going to find something else for this spoon. I promise. I set that on the count 3. You're going to have no idea what it is. 1, 2, 3. But you can tell us what it is now. What is this?
Mailbox.
It's a mailbox. That's right. And what's the cool thing about this mailbox? It's a purple mailbox. That's right. It's kind of like, do you know what the TARDIS is? No, you don't know what the TARDIS is, but it's okay. Anybody else here know what the TARDIS is? Yeah, a few of you. Okay, I was going to go in that direction. But very good. Very good. Give her a big round of applause. Two gentlemen that I'm touching on the shoulder right now, sit up straight. Go ahead and both open your eyes and stand up if you would, please. Stand up if you would, please. Stand facing each other. Out here, out here, out here, out here. In a moment, something absolutely amazing is going to happen. You're going to be able to stay standing upright. Take just like half a step back. You're going to be able to remain standing upright, but it's as if your bodies are rubber. Your bodies are rubber, and it will stretch and stretch. And I'm going to do weird things with your body, and you're going to react as if they're really happening. Ladies and gentlemen, a blast from the past for the rest of us. Rubber band. Watch this. Oh, you might. All right, give them both a big round of applause. Ladies, if you would sit up straight, please. Ladies, if you would sit up straight. 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 I promise to take you back into the clothes and have fun for a while, even though you're waking state. Gentlemen, sit up straight. I promise to take you back into the clothes. Okay, just have fun for right now. Ladies, open your eyes. Go ahead and stand up. Go ahead and stand up. Open your eyes. Go ahead and stand up. Open your eyes. Stand up. Or stand up and open your eyes. There you go. And open your eyes. And hi. We missed you. Have we missed her? Yeah. Give her a big round of applause. Stand up. Open your eyes. Open your eyes. He's got warm hands. That's wonderful. Go ahead and open your eyes. Stay in hypnosis. In fact, on the count of 3, stay in hypnosis, but with your eyes open. 1, 2, 3. Eyes open, but deep in hypnosis. I want you to bring your creative selves out, ladies. Bring your creative selves out. You're back on the beach. But I want you to show us how men walk on the beach. Show us. Show us how men walk on the beach. Keep your eyes open. Keep your eyes open.
I came to the beat, walking on the street, I'm a little freak, yeah. And this is how we roll, animal print pants out control.
Strike out!
The big ass ball, they're like Bruce Lee, but I got the clout, yeah. Girl, look at that body. Girl, look at that body. Girl, look at that body. Work out. Girl, look at that body.
Have a seat, have a seat. Ladies, for the rest of the show, anytime you hear that music, I want you to safely get out of your chairs and show us a different way that men walk. Gentlemen, go ahead and stand up with your eyes open. Gentlemen, stand up with your eyes open. Sir, if you would please stand up. Move away from your chairs. Open your eyes, sir. You can stay in hypnosis with your eyes open. Let your creative selves come forward, gentlemen. We're not going to let the ladies get away with that. Gentlemen, show us how women walk on the beach. That's right. That's right. Oh, you see your best friend. You see your best friend. Oh, yeah. Strike a pose. Strike a pose. Strike another pose. That's right. One more. Strike a pose. Oh, yeah. Have a seat. Oh, baby. Audience, please. Honest poll. Who did a better job walking like the other gender? Applaud for the ladies. Applaud for the ladies. If you think it's the ladies. Oh, dear Lord. Ladies, I think I'm just going to guess. You need to do better. Do it! Man, right on that beat. That's right.
When I walk on by, girls be looking like
That's right.
I came to the beat, walking on the
Oh,
street, I'm a
yeah.
little freak, yeah.
Let's
And
take
this
it.
is how I roll, animal print pants out
Venice.
control. It's Red Bull with the big ass bra, They like Bruce Lee, rock out the clout, yeah. Girl, look at that body.
All right, go ahead and sit down. Can anybody give the ladies some love here? Anybody? All right. Honest poll from the audience. Who thought the men did the better job? Wow. Gentlemen, show us what that was like one more time. That's right. Give them all a big round of applause. Gentlemen, have a seat. Ladies, gentlemen, give them all a round of applause from the audience. Wow. You know, if I went like 7 minutes over post-prom committee, is that okay? Or 8 minutes over? 10 minutes over? Okay. Because y'all deserve this. Go ahead and open your eyes. You came out of hypnosis long ago, and you were wonderful. Thank you. Go ahead and sit in the audience. Give her a big round of applause. You get to perform for that audience at the beach now. You get to perform. That's right. You get to perform. All right. There you go. There you go. You created this instrument yourself. This is your instrument. You get to decide how you play it, and we'll talk about it later. This is your instrument. Go ahead. Your eyes open, please. Your eyes open, please. There you go. There you go. This is your instrument. You created this yourself. You're going to be our all right. Gentlemen, stand up, please. Ladies and gentlemen, stand up, please. Give yourself some room. Stand up, please.
It's a green donut.
Show them! Show them!
It's blood. Green donut. I can see it. It's a green donut.
He doesn't believe you.
It's a green donut.
And you've been playing a green donut, haven't you?
It sounds pretty good.
Have you watched any Cheech and Chong movies in your life? I do. But the adults here, a green donut would fit perfect into a Cheech and Chong movie, wouldn't it? Wait, she doesn't see it. She doesn't see it. Show her. Show her.
It's a green donut.
What is it?
It's a green donut.
It's a green donut. That's right. What's going on there? If you don't applaud, I'm going home right now.
It's a green donut.
But wait, that's not all. Over here. What is this instrument? I've never seen anything like it before. What were you playing on? What do you call this? Blue? That's right. And how does one perform the blue? Yeah, and then what does this handle do here? While you're doing that up here, what does this cause the blue to do?
It's keys.
It's keys, that's right. And if you wanted to make adjustments, what's here on the bottom? Feel right there?
Strings.
Yes! Okay. Pretty cool. Now, does anybody else perform the blue?
Bob.
Bob? Bob performs the blue.
Bob Dylan.
Bob Dylan. Early in the 60s, you realize he almost blew his career because nobody would accept the blue.
That's horrible.
I know, not even the stoners would accept the blue.
Why?
I don't know. But then Dylan found the harmonica. The harmonica. And he sold out to the harmonica. Can you believe that?
It's a shame.
It is a shame. I am so proud of you for bringing the blue back. Give her a big round of applause. What were you playing?
It's a loop-de-looper.
A loop-de-looper.
No, loop-de-duper.
Loop-de-duper. Yeah. Go ahead and stand up. Tell us about the loop-de-duper.
Well, you put it like this.
Yeah. Yeah. And the keys along this side, right? Yeah, see that notch right there?
Oh, yeah, got it.
Yeah. So. I love it. How long have you been playing the loop-de-doo? like so 1990s, you know?
Sometimes they let me have solos.
No.
I just play the music.
Yeah, exactly. Give her a big round of applause. The blue! And I've never had it before, the green. Don't. Give them all a big round of applause. Wow. If you would go ahead and gently put your instruments behind you, please. Go ahead and put your instruments behind you. Oh, wait, I just found something. Hey, what is it? A mailbox. But now it's something different. What is this?
Basketball.
A basketball, that's right. And now, is this a regulation size basketball or no? Who would normally play basketball with this?
Toddler.
A toddler would play basketball. Very good. Thank you. And go ahead and open your eyes. What is this? A snake, but it's a friendly snake, isn't it? Are you normally afraid of snakes? You don't have to be afraid of this one. It is. And I bet it won't pee on you like that puppy did. Rover. Right on your nose. Right on your nose. Right on your nose. No, the snake's on. It's checking out your nose. No. Very good. All right. Give everybody a big round of applause. We're going to bring an end to the show, but we're going to do it in a special way. I'm going to give a few people what are called post-hypnotic suggestions. A post-hypnotic suggestion is something that a person who agrees to do it will do even after they're out of hypnosis. I'm going to give you this caveat. It only happens while you're here in this room at post-prom. As soon as you walk out the exit of this room, any post-hypnotic suggestion that is funny will go away. I'm also going to give everybody a hypnotic suggestion for you to improve your lives. I want you to just have that for the rest of your life. But the silly post-hypnotic suggestion, just while you're in this room. So if you would please sit up straight. Sit up straight. First, I'm touching on the shoulder right now. After the show is over, you're going to go back into the audience with your friends. I'm going to say a few final things. One of the adults is going to come up and tell you what to do with the rest of your evening. But should I say the words post-prom? Wherever you are out in the audience, you're going to jump up, you're going to point at me, and in your best 1950s teeny bopper voice and attitude, you're going to tell everybody in a loud voice, he's so dreamy. If I ever say post-prom, you're going to jump up, point at me, and say, he's so dreamy. Is that okay with you? Can we have fun with that? Great, thank you very much. And deeper, more focused. Person. Where's the rover? person with the cowbell that I'm touching on the shoulders right now, you're going to go back into the audience with your cowbell. You now know what the cowbell is. And whenever I say, that hypnotist, you're going to take the wooden spoon I'm going to give you, you're going to start clanking on that cowbell, and you're going to start saying, that hypnotist, that hypnotist, and you're going to get everybody to chant along with you. That hypnotist, that hypnotist. If that's acceptable to you, just nod your head. Very good. The person that I gave the wooden spoon to, when he starts shouting, that hypnotist, you, kind of like a call and response at a basketball game, you're going to say, on Facebook. And you're going to get all the people around you to say, on Facebook. So he's going to get them to say, that hypnotist. And then he's going to pause, and you're going to yell back, on Facebook. And it's going to go back and forth and back and forth and get bigger and bigger and bigger. Is that okay with you? Very good. So I'm going to take the wooden spoon. You know what this is now. And here's your wooden spoon for clunking. And you got to give her a chance to get the other people saying, on Facebook. That hypnotist on Facebook. It's shameless, I know, but we're having fun. Person I'm touching on the shoulder right now, sit up for me, please, if you would. You've been paying very close attention to this entire show because you are the world's expert elocutionist. You train people how to speak powerfully and forcefully in public. And should you just happen to hear me say, ladies and gentlemen, you are going to realize that's what's been missing in my show. If I could only say, ladies and gentlemen, properly, I could become famous. And you know that I would then share your name to everybody else that I meet. So if you can get me to say, ladies and gentlemen, properly, oh, we're going to make a great team. The cute, fun thing is you are going to be teaching me to say, ladies and gentlemen, in some of the most outrageous fashions you can come up with. But we're both going to take it very seriously. That's acceptable to you? Nod your head. That's right. Ladies and gentlemen. All right. Person I'm touching on the shoulder right now. When I say my name, Edward Wunder, and that really is my name, Edward Wunder, you are going to jump up, and one of the most important things you can possibly think of when I say Edward Wunder is you need to have my autograph. And you're going to ask if you can have my autograph. And I'll give it to you, I promise. If that's acceptable to you, nod your head. Very good. I think that's probably enough. If everybody would go ahead and open your eyes. If everybody would open their eyes. If everybody would stand up. Everybody would stand up. There you go. There you go. Open your eyes. In a moment, I'm going to count from 1 to 5. And if you would take your sunglasses off for me, that would be great. Boy, I look good, don't I? Oh. My wife is so lucky. Oh, yeah. Anyway, she is. I'm going to count from 1 to 5. As I do, I want you to emerge more and more and more until at the count of 5, you're fully back into your normal conscious waking state. You're going to have fun the rest of the evening. You're going to be full of energy. You're going to be feeling terrific. When it's time to go to sleep, you're going to sleep deeply and soundly. You're going to wake up whenever you should wake up. Tonight, when you go back to bed, you're going to sleep deeply and soundly again. And when you wake up Monday morning, you're going to feel terrific. But as you emerge from hypnosis, keep your eyes open, focused on me. Go ahead and open your eyes and focus on me. I'm not going to ask you what this is. But I want you to think of one little thing that if you began to do or feel or believe this thing that is honest and true and doable, you would start to improve your life in a way that is important to you. Not necessarily your parents, your friends, your siblings, your teachers, or anybody else, but important to you. Might be academics, might be sports, might be in your family life, might be getting yourself ready for when you get out of high school, whatever it is. If you began to believe or feel or do this thing along with everything else that you do, you know that your life will improve. Not, I'm going to be a better person. That doesn't mean anything. But if that's what you wanted to do, what is one little thing you could begin to do or feel that would help you become a better person? Does that make sense to everybody? Okay, so not some grand universal thing, just one little specific thing. I have met people 3 and 4 years later who told me their story of, I don't know if I took you seriously or not, but all of a sudden I began to realize I was doing that one little thing I hadn't been doing before, and I got better at whatever it was. I'm never going to ask you what this was, but if you ever get a chance to tell me, I'll be very interested and grateful to know. But it's nobody else's business. Does that make sense? When you have it, raise your hand. What's that one little thing that you can have that would improve your life? Come up with an idea. Got an idea? Got an idea? Got an idea? Just one little thing that you started to do, believe or feel, it would make an improvement in your life. Got it? No? When it does come to you, make it a part of yourself. Okay? One! Feel that energy come up in your feet. Come all the way up your legs. Start that energy just coming up more and more and more and more. And the fun that you had, as far as I'm concerned, if you remember the entire show, you were all stars. At one point or another, you were all terrific. One more round of applause for them. Feel that energy coming into your hips and up into your chest and up into your arms, and feel it coming to your fingers. You're starting to feel more excited, and you're going to have fun in those games, and you're starting to get that energy back too. Feeling whatever that is that you wanted to start to feel or do or become, going into your subconscious and your unconscious minds to be a normal motivation and habit. Not that's going to become obsessive, but it's going to become a natural part of how you improve your life. And let that energy come up more and more. Let that energy come up more and more. Let that energy come up more and more, and you're feeling better. You're feeling healthy. You're feeling happy. You're feeling terrific. Your balance is fantastic. The favorite parts of your show you get to remember and share with everybody else. 3, let that energy come throughout your body. Just start to feel it. You remember how it felt to go into hypnosis and you were getting all no, this time it's the exact opposite. You're starting to feel like you've done gymnastics. You're feeling good. You're feeling terrific. Letting all that energy come back. 3, even more so, letting that little thing become a natural part of you. It's not going to get in the way of anything. It's only going to give you benefit. 4, more and more energy. You're feeling good. You're feeling good. You're feeling good. More and more energy. Give yourselves a little bit of space so you can stretch. A little more space so you can stretch. There you go. Literal people, I like that. I'm one of those literal. I was in a show where the lady hypnotist says, you become a typewriter, and everybody's doing this, and I sit there like this. Because I know what an underwriter type, underwriter? Yeah, Underwood typewriter is. My friends just found that humorous. You are the only person being a typewriter. Anyway, let that energy come back. Feel the 5 coming. Feel the 5 coming. Feel the 5 coming. Fully emerging, fully emerging, fully emerging. And 5, let that energy come all the way. 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 All the way out. Every time during the show, the applause is taken into hypnosis, and now it sends you back into the audience because you were stars of the show. Yes, ma'am.
Call Bell. Bell.
Okay, if you would sit down, please, we got a little more business to do. We got a little bit more business to do. Yeah. Okay, some adult needs this microphone a little bit. First of all, let's give a big round of applause to the adults. Let's give a big round of applause to the adults sitting together. The St. John Post-Prom Committee. The St. John Post-Prom Committee, thank you so much. Thank you so much for everything that you've done. My name is Edward Wunder. I come from Lincoln, Nebraska. In Lincoln, Nebraska, I came here through the auspices of Ray Thompson. I hope I gave you a good show. If you'd like to have another stage hypnotist next year, Ray Thompson can hook you up with somebody else. If I get to come back in 2 or 3 years, I would be honored. Again, my name is Edward Wunder. Thank the Post-Prom Committee. And ladies and gentlemen, there's one other important, excuse me, what? What? Come on up here. Maybe this will help. What's your name? Jake?
Jacob.
Jacob. Very good. What did you say over there?
You gotta say it.
Oh, my boy. Because maybe it was Mike. Dude, I'm glad I didn't smoke. How's this? Ladies and gentlemen. Doesn't that freak the ladies out if you do that? Is that a good thing? I mean, has it worked for you? But I'm up here, they're down there, you know. Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. Very good. Thank you. Give Jake a big round of applause. Trouble is, I hardly ever remember what all of them were. How do I get the cover?
That hypnotist.
Oh, yeah, that hypnotist. On Facebook, I don't go by my name, I go by that hypnotist. What?
That hypnotist. That hypnotist.
On Facebook.
That hypnotist.
On Facebook.
That hypnotist.
On Facebook.
That hypnotist. That hypnotist. That hypnotist.
I've been a hypnotist for 11 years now. I've been a hypnotist for 11 years. 8 years I've been telling other people coming into the business, if I were to do this all over again, I would go as that hypnotist, because nobody remembers our name. Like, my name is Edward Wunder, right? Nobody remembers. They say, we saw that hypnotist at Post-Prom.
That hypnotist.
On Facebook.
That hypnotist. That hypnotist. That hypnotist.
And so, thank you. And so I figured, since I'm sending myself more into the entertainment side, I would take my own idea. But if you do remember me as Edward Wunder, I'll also be very, very happy. So, on behalf of the Post-Prom Committee and everybody, what? I didn't hear you. I didn't hear you. I thought you said something. Did you say something? I don't hear it. I'm going to go over here now. Okay. One more time. Let the silly post-hypnotic suggestions go away, but please do keep the gift that I give you. Who's the adult who wants to make the announcements, please? Go play games.